Good morning students. Welcome back to the Geometry online session. Today in this session we are going to start with constructions of triangles. Okay, now this lesson is very simple and very scoring also, because if you understand all the steps properly and if your construction is neat and clean, then you can get full marks for this question. Okay, so let's start with the session. First we are going to see the topics which we are going to learn in this lesson. So in this lesson you are going to learn how to construct a triangle if the following information is given. Okay, so the first condition is if you know the base and adjacent angle to the base and the sum of lengths of two remaining sides, then how to construct a triangle. Second case is when base and the adjacent angle to the base and the difference of lengths of remaining two sides is given, then how to construct the triangle. And the third case is when perimeter and angle adjacent to the base is given, then how to draw the triangle. Okay, so these are the three cases or the informations given, and according to these informations we are going to construct a triangle. Okay, now you all know that to construct a triangle we need at least three conditions. Okay, at least we should know three sides of a triangle, or base and the two adjacent angles of the triangle, or if you are drawing right angle triangle, then at least you should know the base and the one side of that triangle. Okay, then only you can construct a triangle, and that constructions we have learned in the previous standards. So in this session we are going to learn the first case, that is when base and adjacent angle to that base is given and the third factor or the third condition is not given here. So instead of that, one additional information is given, that is sum of lengths of two remaining sides is given. Okay, so using this information we are going to construct a triangle. Okay, to understand this first construction of triangle, you need to first understand the perpendicular bisector theorem. Okay, so what is perpendicular bisector theorem? Do you remember? We have learned this theorem in triangle lesson. Okay, so there are two parts. What is part 1? It is every point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from the end points of the segment. Okay, that means if you draw a segment and a perpendicular bisector of that segment, so here line L is the perpendicular bisector of segment AB, then M is the point of intersection here and it forms 90-degree angle. Okay, then if you consider any point on this perpendicular bisector, then that point is equidistant from the end points of this segment. So here I have considered point P, and this point P is equidistant from point A and point B. So that way we have to construct the perpendicular bisector. Okay, so any point here you can consider. So here if I consider point, suppose if I consider this point S here on this perpendicular bisector, then this point S is also equidistant from point A and point B. Okay, so this distance are also equal. Okay, so I hope you all are clear with the first part. Now second part, what is given here? Any point equidistant from the endpoints of a segment lies on the perpendicular bisector of the segment. Okay, so this is the converse statement of the first statement. Okay, so if any point which is equidistant from the endpoints of this segment lies on the perpendicular bisector, so if AP is equal to BP is given to you, then you can say that point P lies on the perpendicular bisector of segment AB. Okay, so this is the perpendicular bisector theorem. Now let's start with the construction of triangle. You all know how to construct the perpendicular bisector. We have seen that in circle lesson, that construction. Okay, so let's start with the practice set 4.1. First sum from practice set 4.1. Construct triangle PQR in which QR is equal to 4.2 centimeter, major angle Q is equal to 40 degree and PQ plus PR is equal to 8.5 centimeter. Now here one side and one adjacent angle is given, and along with that the sum of lengths of two sides is given. Using this information we have to construct triangle PQR. Okay, so now first step is, first you have to draw a rough figure using this information. Okay, so first you will draw base of this triangle, that is segment QR of 4.2 centimeter. Then you will draw angle Q, and then on the ray QS you have to take 8.5 centimeter distance, and then you have to join this point S to point R, and you have to draw the perpendicular bisector of RS, and that perpendicular bisector will intersect ray QS at point P. Okay, so here you will get triangle PQR. Okay, so I hope you all have understood the construction here. First you have to draw the rough figure of approximate distance, and then we will start with the figure. Okay, so here with the help of scale, first you will draw the base QR. Okay, so you will take 4.2 centimeter distance. So this way you are going to draw base of this triangle PQR. Right here Q, R and the measurement 4.2 centimeter. Then what is the next step? Yes, you have to draw angle Q of 40 degree. So with the help of protractor, first you have to place this protractor this way. Okay, match the reference line and segment QR, and then on the right hand side you have to start with the reading. So at 40 degree you will draw one mark, and you have to join that point to point Q. So with the help of scale you are going to draw the mark, and you have to extend that ray this way, and you will draw here arrow. Okay, on this ray we have to take 8.5 centimeter distance. Okay, so accordingly your ray should be bigger enough. Okay, so you have to take 8.5 centimeter distance in the compass this way. Accurate distance you have to take, and again I am telling you, all these constructions you have to do with pencil only. Sharp pencil you have to take. Don't take any colored pens or any colored pencil. Only sharp pencil you have to use. I am using your colored pens because it should be visible to you and you can understand it properly. Okay, so this way you have to take 8.5 centimeter mark, and that mark you have to join with point R. Okay, this way. Okay, so this is 8, angle Q is 40 degree, and this is 8.5 centimeter distance. Okay, and this is point S. So this way you will get one triangle, that is triangle QRS. Now you have to draw the perpendicular bisector of segment QRS. Okay, so what you'll do, you will take more than the half distance of segment RS in the compass this way, and then you will put pointer on point R. You will draw one arc above RS and one arc below segment RS. Then put pointer on point S and draw one intersecting arc here and intersecting arc below. Now here you have to extend this arc to find the point of intersection. Now highlight the point of intersections. I told you why to highlight these point of intersections. It will help you to draw the accurate line here. Okay. So this line is the perpendicular bisector of segment RS. Okay. So show the perpendicular sign also and bisect. Now this perpendicular bisector intersect segment QS at point P. Okay. So you got point P or the vertex P of triangle PQR. Then that vertex you have to join with point R. Okay. So this way you are going to join here. So now you got triangle PQR. So this is the construction of triangle PQR using the given information. Okay. Now if you measure the length of PQ and length of PR, and if you add them, you can easily get the length of 8.5 centimeter, which is given in the question, that is PQ plus PR is equal to 8.5 centimeter. Okay. Now let's move on to the assignment question. Construct triangle ABC in which BC is equal to 6.2 centimeter, angle ACB is equal to 50 degree, AB plus AC is equal to 9.8 centimeter. And with the help of this information, you have to construct triangle ABC. Okay. Now I hope you all will be able to solve this sum because it is a similar question which we have solved today. Now you have to follow all the steps properly, and all these steps are also mentioned in your textbook, so you can refer your textbook also. So accurate, neat and clean figure you have to draw. First you have to draw the rough figure according to this information, and then you will start drawing the fair figure. Okay. So I hope you all have enjoyed this session. Thanks for watching this video. Remaining sums we will see in the next video.